Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Y2K. My name is Blake, and have you ever wanted to go back into the past and buy a car that you knew was going to be worth quite a lot of money one day? Well, I found a video from 2019 when I bought my Lamborghini Diablo before the pandemic, and I thought it would be a pretty interesting video to watch. I never posted it, and I thought about it a couple months ago, and then I actually found it on my computer today. It's kind of like having the sports almanac with Marty McFly in Back to the Future. I finally got something right with cars. I always justify my purchases, and for this one time in my life, I finally got the prediction correct. But I'm not giving myself a pat on the back because no one could foresee what was going to happen. So I hope you enjoy this video, and comment down below and let me know what you think after you watch it. Bye-bye. What's up, guys? It's Blake with Y2K. I hope you're having a great day. Today's video, I imagine, is going to be quite popular because I'm going to tell you guys what I paid for the 92 Diablo. Something, I'm sure a lot of people want to know, and I'm actually happy to share it because, while some of you might think this was $1 million car, it's actually not even close. So I think I got a great deal, and I'm going to explain why in this video. Before we get to it, though, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Just tap it just a little bit. Okay, so the values on these cars range quite a lot. The first generation Diablo numero uno is actually the cheapest one. I'm not quite sure why they made less than 200 of the first generation Diablos. They're rear-wheel drive only, no power steering. I think it's more just because of the ease of use with the later cars with power steering, and the all-wheel drive certainly helps keep it on the road. I'm sure if this car were to break loose without all-wheel drive, it would maybe be quite a handful with that big V12 pendulum swinging behind you. So, the first gen cars, right now I'm on Auto Trader. I'm not going to go on every different website possible to look at values. I just want to focus on Auto Trader because that's what the majority of you guys are using on your day-to-day car searches. I believe there's a thing called Auto Tempest that can combine all these together, but I've seen sponsored on a bunch of other channels, but I'm going to use Auto Trader. So the cheapest one right now is a yellow on tan, which I'm not a big fan of the tan, but I am a fan of the yellow in this car. But it's a 96 VT, which is an all-wheel drive car. It's got power steering, and that car is 166 and some change asking price. There is a 92 black, just like mine, but black on black, not black on cream. It's black on black with the red outline on the seats, the piping. And that car is asking $199, and it's got 8,000 miles on it. The yellow car that I just talked about has 25,601 miles on it, and then the prices go all the way up to like 539,000. So there's a big range. There's not a lot of them for sale on Auto Trader, only a handful, but that's because the range happens because of the varying degrees of rarity in each model, etc., etc. And a lot of people prefer the 2000 to 2001 VT 6.0, which is more like high 2s all the way up to high 3s, depending on condition and mileage, etc. And probably color combo is a big contributor to that as well. This car has the flush mount headlights. I'm not a fan of those headlights. They came off of a Z32 Nissan 300ZX, and I just didn't like the fact, one, that they weren't pop-ups, but two, that they had like a Nissan headlight on it. Just for me personally, I just wanted to be as much Lamborghini as it possibly can. The taillights, I will tell you, on pretty much all these cars, or on a bunch of different things. I think even like box trucks and stuff, I mean, they're a very basic taillight. So anyways, that is what the values look like for these cars. The median is about 160 to 400,000. But, let's talk about what I paid for my car. So they were asking $155,000, and after a bit of shrewd negotiating, as Ed Bullion would say on Ben Wiki, I offered $125, and then the first counter was actually $130, and I was very surprised by that, and I immediately accepted. And then I went and got the PPI and all that. So I paid $130 for the car. I spent about, I think, $1,800 shipping it down, and then another $1,400 on a service. I also installed new tires for $1,600 plus $400 mounted to balance. So, you know, if you add all those together, I'm in there for, you know, maybe 134, 135, something like that, all in on the car, which I thought was a fantastic deal, especially because it was a 2-owner car and it spent most of its life in California. And the PPI was pretty much squeaky clean except for the few issues I mentioned in the What's Broken video, which I'll put up here. And then you can check that out and see what's broken. So anyways, that is what I paid. I think I got a great deal. Comment down below, let me know, did I get a good deal on my 92 Diablo? Do you think I did? I just went and looked at Countach values, and they're from the mid-2s for a 25th anniversary, which is the least sought after because of the kind of weird add-on styling and gills they did. I personally think the 25th anniversary is still pretty cool. The early 80s cars are a little prettier, and I think especially the late 70s Countach's like the Periscopio and stuff, which are 7-figure cars, are the most beautiful and purest form of the Countach. They even did a low body Countach, which is even more insane. I think if you go to Cat's Exotics, I'll link that down below. I think they have a low body in stock that you can check out. So those cars used to be 80 to 100 a Countach, which you know, now is obviously, I just told you, you know, 250 to 400,000, and there's only a few of them for sale. So I think the Diablo is going to take that path. But of course, I'm not positive. I don't have a crystal ball. Mainly, I just think you should buy the cars you like, and then if they do happen to go up in value, then that is you know, great, and you can pat yourself on the back and say you're really smart. But at the end of the day, no one really knows. It's kind of like the stock market. So, but I love the car, and if it makes a little money, then that's great as well. So that is what I paid, $130,000. I think that was a great deal on the car. I'm getting tons of enjoyment out of it already, and it's well worth that price to me. And now we're gonna get to the point about how I paid for the car. Did I just write a check? Did I bring a Halliburton briefcase full of cash and pay for this car? The answer is no, I did not do that. What I did do is I financed, and I'm a finance major, okay, from when I was in school. So I know a little bit about finance, and what I figured was that I could beat the interest rate on the appreciation level of the car. So that basically means that I think that whatever interest rate I'm paying per month, I think that I can outpace that with the appreciation of the vehicle. And this was a 12-year term. It's a long term, and I did it through Woodside Credit, who I'll put below here. Scott Steckel was a great guy. I dealt with him. So I did a 12-year term. My payment is $1,063 a month. I put 20% down on the loan and financed the rest, which was like $104,000. Anyway, so that's what I did. I financed a 1992 Lamborghini Diablo, and I put down 20%, and my payment is about the same as what you would pay for a brand new M4, something like that. So I'm comfortable with that because of the appreciation. If I was doing a 12-year term on a brand new car, I would highly advise against that because the depreciation is so bad. I actually, on new cars, if they don't hold their resale value very well, I usually will lease them. But I have, the only car I really bought brand new recently is my truck, and I financed that and put some money down, like $20,000 down. But the rate was 3%, and it's a diesel truck, so it will not drop in value, you know, very much. So, but that is the story about what I paid for my car and how I paid for it, okay? If you have any questions about financing a used exotic vehicle or something like that, I recommend checking out, like I said, Scott Steckel at Woodside Credit, and he can kind of walk you through the same process I went through. It was very easy, it went very quickly, and everything happened exactly as they said it would. So, I hope you liked what you saw here today on Y2K. Once again, please subscribe if you think what I'm saying is interesting to you. You know, that's how we survive, is on these subscriptions, and I hope what I'm sharing has been beneficial to you today. The classic car market is very exciting. I love numbers, I love values, I love looking at comparable sales. As I mentioned, my other job is real estate, so it feels kind of similar to real estate, except it's about cars, which I like more than houses. So there you go. That's the short and sweet of everything. I appreciate you guys watching today, and as always, stay fly.